Having a state of lack means that there is a deficiency. There is a minus. A state of lack, for me, is a mindset. And with the mindset, somebody picked up some conditioning in order to be in a state of lack. So there is something that is missing within a person's life. And usually it can come from the past. A person's economic factors of the past contributes to a person's lack. How the economy is doing can come from the lack. But most importantly, a person's psychological state and all the psychological factors of the past causes a mindset of lack. Being in lack is a mindset. It's how you think about it. It is not actually what it could be or is. Your environment and your conditioning is what could have led you to a scarce mindset. In addition, there could be factors such as health conditions, the way that you grew up, your education. What education did you have? What is your literacy? Are you reading books in your life? Do you know the psychology of money? Do you know how the brain works? Why do I feel that I am lacked? How am I thinking about money? How am I thinking about relationships? How am I thinking about friendships? Am I where I want to be in my life? What has stopped me from achieving all that? Isn't it me and the way that I'm thinking and is projecting out there that brought me in the state that I am today? You might say people are lucky to be in the state that they are. But that is incorrect, because all of us are given 24 hours. The thing is, with a lot of people out there that have accomplished an abundant mindset, is that in their past, they perhaps made different decisions in their life. Perhaps a lot of people decided to work on themselves, to read, to open up their mind, to learn new data. Perhaps people got involved in relationships and saw how those relationships were making them lack. When it comes to lack, you need to understand that it is your current state of self-worth. So even if you are in a relationship that is lack that you're not happy with, you need to understand that you have brought that upon you based on your self-worth, based on the value that you put onto yourself. You might not feel that you are worthy enough of abundance in your life. And in addition, your surroundings, your friendships, your relationships, they all gonna reflect that lack, whether you like it or not. So you might be surrounded by people that are always constantly saying that they're in bad relationships. They might be saying that they don't have money, they can't do this, they can't do that. And what are these people trying to show you about yourself? This is what you have been accepting in your life, based on how you were conditioned. Inside of you, there is a feeling that you're not good enough, that you are not worthy of extra. And that's one of the main reasons that a lot of people also stay in relationships that are not fulfilling, because they do not treasure themselves. And they just stick around. What if I were to tell you that you can change that situation in your life? If you would understand how valuable you are and that you're worthy of life's abundance. What if you start understanding that the people around you might not be for your highest good? That they are also lacking and they're not inspiring you to become the better version of yourself. What can you do to remove yourself from the lack mindset? Well, first of all, you need to understand where it came from. Who gave that to you? How was it when you were being raised in your family? Was someone in there lacked? Were they constantly telling you that there is never enough of anything and we need to work hard for things because achieving things is hard? Well, if you were conditioned in that way, you come now to understand that based on what you were taught by all of these people, you've learned and programmed your brain that everything that you're going to be doing is hard. And what's needed is for you to have the awareness, firstly, of where it comes from, and to understand that it is not your own. You picked it up from somewhere, and it has become a habit. So if you were always scarce and thinking nothing is possible, that's where it came from. That is the first step. Sitting down with yourself and asking yourself, where did that come from? Why do I feel limited? Why have I not achieved stuff in this life? And you need to take accountability, because your past choices and what you did in your life since you were young growing up have led you to where you are today. The choices that you took. Perhaps your life was not easy. Absolutely. But you still need to take accountability for it. You still need to take responsibility for it, because this is where you are today. And the question is, where do you want to go in the future? Because at any moment in time, you can change the mind by being aware on how you talk, on how you think, by looking at your environment, because they're always going to be reminding you of your lacks. If you have people in your life that are constantly not abundant with money, they might be stingy, they might be not giving people, that reflects back to you, how you're not giving to yourself, how you are also stuck there in that scarcity. And that is your number one. Sit down and think about everything, how you are bringing scarcity into your life, and how perhaps you are allowing people that are on that level and you want to remain there because you're feeling that you're not worthy of more. You just gave up on yourself and not wanting the best for yourself.